world was in the middle of a cultural revolution in many ways when Mr. James Holmes wrote a letter to Benny on October 30th, 1970. The civil rights movement's greatest leader was shot just a few years before. The peace movement against the Vietnam War was growing, and women's rights were slowly gaining new ground. According to Holmes, Cecile Cooper played a great role in the social progress of her own community. Holmes's letter is in response to a previous letter from Betty to the community, asking for notes of appreciation about Cecile and the work she has done. By writing this letter, Holmes wants to contribute to this by showing that Cecile is a valuable worker in the community. He wants to convey all of his gratitude to Cecile and to show that she is worth all of the praise she is getting. He uses a lot of commonplace words to associate the community's own values with the actions of Cecile Cooper. Words like service, understanding, and community show that she holds common values. James Holmes also associates Cecile with a few names that were well known at the time. He references a lot of her work at the Annie Wittenmeyer House, which was a house for orphans in Davenport. It was started by a woman named Annie Wittenmeyer, who became famous with her work in helping Union soldiers during the Civil War. By mentioning the house, he shows that Cecile is continuing that same selfless community work. He also mentions Cheryl Brown, who was the first African American to win Miss Iowa. He even hints that Cecile may have helped Cheryl Brown win the title. By using this name, he links Cecile with social progress, getting the community to believe even more in her legitimacy. The letter is entirely made up of stories about Cecile, and Holmes uses these stories to make the audience experience what she has done. In a way, he uses narration to make these stories into a list of accomplishments for Cecile to solidify her image. There's a lot about Cecile Cooper that the letter does not mention. Cecile was an active member of the NAACP, Quad City Council on Human Rights, the Bethel AME Church, and many other groups with similar goals. But even after reading the letter, there's no doubt that Cecile Cooper was very interested in the well-being of her community, coinciding with the social movements of the time.